Alright, so we're checking out the only game that managed to take all of the available drugs in the entire planet at once. It's Draw Stories, Love the Girl. Sometimes I look around the video game space and I say, I wonder where all the drugs have gone today. And then I see an instance of a stick girl covering up her stick boobs while two stick men leer at her, and I'm like, this is where it is. This is where it's gone. I found it. I think that's what's happening here. I really don't know. So the point of the game is you're allowed to draw whatever you want to move on to the next stage. And from what I've seen, this game is really lenient on what you're allowed to draw. So our job is to draw the most screwed up stuff we can in order to attempt to progress the story. Considering how screwed up the people in this game that made it are and how screwed up I am, I imagine we're eventually going to open up some sort of black hole to another universe. When I describe this scene, I don't know if this is true or not. I can't really tell. This stick girl is wearing a stick bikini, but the problem is she's a stick girl, so it doesn't quite fit. Okay, so the idea here is you have to draw to move onward. Now, what it appears like to me is this stick figure over here, is maybe I should give him a camera or perhaps a cell phone. Okay, the game didn't like that. I really am very curious if we're starting off at this point where this story ends. This is not the only story, you understand. This is just one of very many screwed up instances. You know, maybe they're actually not looking at her, okay? Maybe this guy just loves death, and it's possible that she's afraid because there is a stick figure down here that has died. Every time I misdraw a stick figure's body and I leave this line here, I know that looks like a wiener. Let's just say it's his belt. All right, you got your stick figure head right here. Now, typically in his hand, I would like to see a can of any alcoholic beverage, but we'll go ahead and say beers. All right, give him some death eyes, and then we'll go ahead and draw a large pool of blood. I didn't really think about this beforehand, but as a stick figure, I really don't know where he's hiding all of this human gravy. I guess I just like to think that every stick figure is filled with delectable juices. Simply so when I draw, there's a reason that it's there in the first place. I like to always put a little bit of like a gleam on the blood pool. Let's see if the game is okay with that. No, that's not good either. Am I supposed to give this girl like a top or a bra? Or what is this? She's a stick figure. I really don't know how to draw this on a stick figure. I mean, I'm gonna give her a turtleneck maybe? Here we go. Say tan. See, this doesn't actually say Satan. It's the name of the tanning salon that she goes to. S-A tan. What do you think of that, game? Nope. Running out of ideas here. What the hell? I like how I drew what I thought was going to be a bra for this girl, and it turned into a bow tie. These guys are so dejected. They're like, I thought this was a nude beach. What is this? Where are we now? What is she wearing, like a postage stamp? I'm still trying to figure out what she's wearing. Is this like a stick figure wearing fishnet top, or what is happening? All right, so a lot of people might say, you know, she's trying to maybe cover her modesty or something, but I think, okay, what she's trying to do is hide her gun. What do you think about that, game? I'm gonna make this guy even worse. I just want to draw him like a telescope. He's like the lecherous pirate. He's like, me, I spot ideas fueled by cocaine. Okay, that doesn't work either. Would you like a top hat? If I had to guess, almost every stick figure enjoys a top hat. Pair of glasses. I mean, I'm running out of ideas again. I guess I could draw like a noose, maybe. I think that she wants pants. I don't want to draw pants though, so I'm gonna give you a Scottish kilt. I don't really know how to draw plaid in just black and white. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you a kilt and I'm gonna give you a broadsword. Now, I'm not Scottish, but as someone from Florida, this is what I picture every Scotsman to have with them. Like how we always walk gators, I just picture everyone walking around with a broadsword. Okay, how about a pair of Prince of Bel-Air pants? Did I just draw her a body? I don't know what happened. I was gonna try and draw like an oversized cigarette lighter. I think the weirdest thing about this game right now is that it's giving the stick figure more and more clothing, but none of the clothing fits. Actually, if she had two guns now, she can actually take out both of her voyeurs. Hell yes. I'm gonna get this top hat in eventually. Oh, I see where this is going. You gotta draw the rest of her skirt. Well, too bad. I'm gonna draw you wearing a seal. All right, there's the body. Okay, this is starting to look more like a slightly melted Swedish fish. Wasn't really what I had intended. This is an unhappy seal. Here is a seal flipper. Okay, I wish I could say I drew a seal, but all I really drew was a dragon that scored like a D- in dragon school. What? I appreciate that my seal dragon was the answer.
A few moments later.
What the hell happened? What the hell happened? I got picked up by like Mr. Right and now I'm in prison. This story makes a lot of sense. How did I get this in jail? She's over here, she's like, all I wanted for my birthday was a pickaxe, but I got half of one. Like the whole rest of the story was of someone creepily staring at her from the sidelines. I feel like we need that again. So I'm assuming what you need to do is draw the other side of the pickaxe, but because I'm over in America, I'm gonna draw the other side of the pickaxe to look like a shotgun. Perfect. I love how happy she is. She's like, felonies. Okay, I think I'm still breaking out of prison. Is this like a friggin' TNT box? Is this like the thing from every Bugs Bunny movie where you draw the little thing in the middle and it... This girl's like my hero. She's like, I'm taking everyone with me. The goddamn jackhammer in prison. Now, typically what you would draw here, I would say is the jackhammer bit, but because of this channel, we're gonna draw something else, okay? So it's gonna be like this here. Now you may think that this is something inappropriate. This is actually a giant screw, and the flathead screwdriver would go here in this area between the two screw balls. What do you know? Okay, things are starting to get out of hand now on this particular group of images. Now we're just holding a grenade in jail. I'm not sure if she wants to get out or if she just wants to end it all. I mean, I hate to do it, but I guess the pin can also look like this. Oh, I'm sorry, I drew it the wrong way. You may play handball. Over here in America, we play handball with grenades. I got out! Okay, so I've finally gotten my girlfriend now that she broke out of prison. I'm not really following the story either. And now our job is we have to impress her. I'm not really sure what she wants me to do. Do you want me to kill the snake and drink its blood? She's crying. I mean, I guess I could have like a nuke coming down on the snake. I'm really not sure. What the fuck? I was gonna draw a blood pool on the snake and what did I bury it in cement? Am I like a mob boss? Snakes are animals too, you vicious bastard. She's like, reptiles don't count. All right, girlfriend's melting. You need to draw the umbrella. I'm not gonna lie, if I can draw an umbrella that is simply the shape of a gun, I think that would be the most America thing. Like that. That still protects her from the rain. The umbrella gun is A-okay. Now this seems like a really inappropriate scene. I'm giving this girl something to eat, okay? I couldn't afford the hot dog to go between the hot dog bun. What do you want from me? She's over here, Tiffany's like, you're giving me a handful of carbs. Times are tough, shut up and eat it. Hold on, I just wanna draw the middle finger. I have one really big hand, okay? My right hand gets a lot of work done. I'm so glad you enjoy. Tiffany's like, flesh is flesh. She's over here, she's like, if I throw some mustard on it, I'll never know I'm a cannibal. We decided to go on a vacation together, so I brought her to the mountains. Still wearing her varsity cheerleading outfit. I mean, I guess I can't really complain. I'm up here in a Beauty and a Beast shirt with a top hat on and a pair of glasses. So I'm assuming I need a fire here. Can I cook something on the fire? Like if I put another human here. All right, give him some legs. Give him the patented belt, and now we just make a fire coming up from this person. I love this game. It's like, good enough. Tiffany's over here. She's like, I love the smell of homicide. Larry Sticked In is like, I know, honey. I know. So I took my girlfriend now to the zoo. This is one of those underfunded zoos because apparently the penguin habitat is shielded by a picket fence. This penguin is really puffing his chest out, like very intimidatingly. He's like, come at me, bro. Bring your top hat ass in here. So I'm kind of curious if I can draw this penguin with a beer. Look, penguins get alcoholism too. We're at the Florida part of the zoo. I think I'm supposed to draw the other jaw piece to this alligator, but it's also possible he just has a really bad overbite. It's an alligator with partial dentures. He's like, oh, you young whippersnappers, when I was your age, I would dine on your flesh. So obviously, we're supposed to draw a jaw here. Probably put a few teeth in. Like this. And if possible, I would also like to put the head of a person in here. He's not going quietly though. He's trying to hold the jaws apart. Perfect. You kids ever seen Bambi? You know how the story ended? Let me go ahead and break it down for you. All right, got the rifle right here. There's the pew-pew. There's the exit hole. This is the malnourished child watching as it all goes down. Yes, I know, it looks like a snail walking on a bunch of pipe cleaners with a TV antenna on its head. Give me a break, all right? I'm not an artist. Good enough. We're over at the aquarium now. This made me realize two things. One, they put way more effort into their backgrounds than they do into their stick figures. And two, sharks look stupid without their dorsal fin. This is the flat earth equivalent of a shark. This shark is so flat that I'm actually gonna serve a Thanksgiving turkey on its back. There's the little turkey legs right there. Little steam coming up from it. Can I get like a plate of stuffing on here? Games like sure looks like a dorsal fin to me. Who says sharks can't wear a Thanksgiving dinner on their back? Drugs, that's who. So I think my girlfriend and I are living together right now. I'm really not sure. I don't know what being pissed off at my John Deere has to do with anything. She's like, honey, something's wrong with the tractor. My dude's like, oh, they said 50% off. They were kidding. I'm assuming this is supposed to be a tire over here, but it's really hard to draw because I'm drawing a black line on like a black background. Can I just make this a human skull? You wouldn't know though because you can't see anything. Skull shape, tire shape, whatever. This game now has shown me that you can draw this for literally anything and you can pass the level. Now, in case you're wondering what this symbolizes, this is 1/2 of a cartoon bone. You ever seen a cartoon bone? It's looks like this. Game doesn't like that though, so you can't put down the other part of the bone. See, when you only put down one part of the bone, it works just fine. This game is teaching me a lot. It really is. That's my best. Where have we gone in art? This guy over here, he's like, I bought you a pig for your birthday. What would you like to name it? And she's like, Peanator. All right, rooster needs a tail. Obviously, we can do that. Shovel needs a spade. Yep, we can do that. I do appreciate that this game allows us to be better prepared, I think, in life. Whoa, it didn't take it. All right, I just had to draw a slightly shorter bone. Fixing up the horse. Okay, I'm really confused about this. There's no baseball diamond, okay? My guy isn't on like a field. Why does he need a baseball bat? What am I drawing here? Am I drawing his athleticism or is he about to kill this girl? I'm kind of curious where this story is getting to. If I draw this baseball bat with like a giant curve. Sure, why not? Oh, after showing her that all we have in common is violence, we're now getting married, I think. Do you know what she's unhappy about though? She needs the D. No, seriously, like the D in the word wedding. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit worried because I think what the game wants is, I don't know if I'm supposed to give this creature legs or if it wants me to draw another dove over here. This game is really good at making people like me feel like I'm highly skilled in art. What the hell am I supposed to draw? It looks like we're in court. This looks like the hilt of a butcher knife. What am I doing? Like stabbing this girl before the wedding? Hold on, can I draw like some blood droplets coming off of the knife? How big can my knife be? Apparently that big. She's like, what's that on your shirt? He's like, a bullet hole. So, the bouquet is supposed to have roses in it, but at this point, I think I completely understand what sort of relationship we have. So instead, it's going to have skulls. Yes, I am giving my wife a bouquet of skulls. Human skulls. And she's gonna enjoy it. Told you. Nothing tells a girl that you love her like bringing her a bouquet filled with the severed heads of her enemies. Now, I know there's supposed to be a wedding ring here, but we don't use wedding rings for our love. We use wedding grenades. This is actually very symbolic because if you think about it, this is what she used to get out of prison so that we could be together in the first place. All right, she wants the diamond on top. Although if you remember, correctly. Like a giant explosive instrument is how she got out of prison. All right, didn't want that. So how about the TNT box? Hold on. How about that? I mean, I guess when in doubt, draw the human skull. That seems to work every time. Give him some teeth. Perfect. I love how smug he looks. She's like, you spent 1 month's salary on this ring, right? And he's like, yeah. Ah, my favorite part of any wedding. Diabetes. Obviously, our cake does need a human limb sticking out of it. Perfect. She's like, what flavor is this? He's like, purgatory. This is it. The final level where we are 100% married. How do you finish off the heart? I really do hate to do this, but I just have to know if even now at the end, the game will allow it. How about if it's slightly crooked? I forgot to draw the 2 guys that she left back at the beach. There we go, now they're here. They had to violate the injunction. How thick of a bone do you want? My God, finally! Well, we did it. We finally got married and we moved in together in space. Why? Because the entire planet has warrants out for our arrest. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Draw Stories Love the Girl. I'm gonna go detox after playing this. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.